man. But thinking back, I did,
Right.
and thinking back, I guess the main thing is to just stay true to yourself, and stay and have a goal for yourself. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna have setbacks if there's no goal,
Yeah.
right? So have a goal. There will be setback, and you can get stronger from these setbacks. You know what I mean? I am no Bill Gates or any famous sports entertainment person or any scholar, but there has been some success in my life, you
For
know.
sure. A lot.
So I think I think I'm capable enough to sit in this chair and say, well, I can teach you one or two about success, or you know, overcoming your setbacks.
Well, and I think that could even be a whole another conversation for
Mhm.
another day of
Yeah, yeah.
what success looks like and how you can measure success. Because
Hmm.
if you were to compare yourself to Bill Gates, then I think it's incomparable because that's completely
I
different.
mean, no, no, yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is I think like there's so many different ways that you can value success and
Hmm.
measure success. And I think
Welcome, welcome back to another episode of Therapy Time is No.
yes,
I
welcome.
mean, I mean, today we're gonna dive into something that we are all familiar with. Tackling setbacks and how we can bounce back and come back from our setbacks.
Yeah. I mean, setbacks is all a part of life, but it's all about how we can come back from it
Hmm.
and continue to grow and move forward.
I mean, stick around because it's gonna be an amazing topic that we provided today. We're gonna be sharing some of our own experiences and how we bounce back from setbacks, some of the strategies that we use, some of the life experiences that we've been through,
Mhm.
and just how to overcome your setbacks, and feel much stronger and live a
Welcome to
more
Therapy
comfortable
Time is
life.
Now, where every single conversation is a step towards your growth. Let's dive in and level up your life.
We're so glad you're here. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you all subscribe and like our video.
Don't forget, comment, comment. Let's keep it going.
Comfortable, stronger life.
Exactly. And I think it's so important to remember that setbacks don't define who you are. It's something that it comes in all various different lengths for everyone, but
Hmm.
it's not about who you are. It's just about how you can take what happens and then continue to grow and bounce back from it even stronger.
I mean, let's start by even defining what setbacks are. So I did a quick, Google search and to analyze what we believe also what setback might is. So setback could be anything from not getting a job, facing financial struggles, or even dealing with health challenges. That's something that we're all familiar with. So yeah, I know for me, especially setback for me is one of those financial aspects, health reasons as well personally, and also getting fired from a couple jobs or not being hired for a couple jobs. That's some setbacks.
Well, let's dive into it then. Give us an example and let's talk about it.
I mean, the one that I can think about now is just the journey of even coming to Canada. When I started this whole process, um, more than 5 years ago, it was a long journey. Really, there's been different occasions in which there's a lot of setbacks. In terms of visas not being approved, um, just working up enough funds to save towards making this dream a reality. There was a lot of times where the setbacks was just always there. To dive down in it to it deeper, I guess. Before I came here, I had to save a lot of money.
Right.
I had to learn a lot of trades. I had to do a lot of menial jobs just to get by.
Right.
One of them is working at my brother's garage, Team Image Car and Customs. Auto Customs. So yeah, going there and just learning as much as I possible can. Sometimes, every now and then, you know. But there's always feel like it wasn't enough. That wasn't what I really wanted to. Wanted for me, wanted for myself and whatnot. You know what I mean? Great job, great experience, but at the same time, it just wasn't me, you know. Thinking back, going even to culinary schools, there were some setbacks in even finishing culinary school, you know what I mean, in having the funds to actually obtain the diplomas and whatnot in culinary school. So,
So what did you do?
good question, eh? What did I do? At the time, it didn't feel like I was doing anything, if that makes sense. You know, it just felt like, you know, um, when am I going to actually hit these goals that I've been talking about? So, one thing that I've always done though is I guess stay true to what I want. You know, stay true to the goal that I've always had for myself, which was migrate to somewhere, anywhere, starting a family there, and just achieving those realistical expectations of myself that I knew was actually possible. So I've always, I guess, stayed true to myself and stayed true to finding that inner strength, even when it was rough. You know, there were times when I just didn't know if I could go any longer with school, with with jobs.
Right.
There's a lot of jobs that I've walked off from too. You know, um, people would always say, "Hey, listen, it's just life. Just give it some more time." But I've always thought time was just not something that was in my favor. I've always thought time is something that I need to be in control of what happened in my time and not just the time that people like to say is there. You know, thinking back, I'm thinking about just being, give yourself 10 years in that job. And I'm like, do I really got 10 years in that job? You know, I'm doing the mathematical calculations of, you know, annually
Your budget and
gross and budgeting and so on. I'm like, do I really have that much time? I don't think I got that much time.
mhm.
So then a lot of times I would feel like I'm doing nothing because then not doing that job anymore because it's not going to take me from point A to B as I'm analyzing it. So what am I doing? I'm just doing media stuff. I'm at the garage every now and then. I'm floating around with some catering. I'm doing music. You know, I'm doing anything that I can get my hands on doing to just pick up some cash so I could get to the point to where I think I needed to be. So that's one thing that I've been doing. I guess just staying true to your goal. You know, believe in yourself, and wherever you need encouragement from the person that encourage you, I mean, seek out that encouragement.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't always have to feel like you're getting encouragement, but as long as it's doing something for you, you know,
Yeah.
if it's even just resting your mind, making you feel at ease, you know, so you could live for the next day and fight that struggle another day, you know what I mean, until
Yeah.
eventually you overcome that struggle.
When where would you say you found that encouragement from?
Encouragement, yeah. Well, there was a lot of people around me at that time. My father was one. You know, he's one of the persons that always encouraged me to just push yourself, and, you know, and get to where you think you need to get to. You know, only you know you more. You know, my mother has always been a big support in my life as well. You know, I got siblings too, my brothers. You know, so there's a lot of people that has been around me who supported me throughout my journey. You know, I have friends too, I have cousins. You know, other extended families and as well. So there was a lot of people, and sometimes we ought to give credit to people that support us, right? Like it could be the smallest thing, like, "Hey, happy birthday, Lance. How are you?" You know what I mean? You know, it's just people
Those
finding,
check-ins.
yeah, finding that time and checking in on you. You know, so I've had support. At the time, it may not have felt like it was support. You know, because you might see support as something different sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your expectation of what support to you is something you don't even know what to think. You just think
Right.
this is not enough support then, I guess. So I would be honest, I felt like I didn't have that much support at that time. But
Mm-hmm.
thinking back, I did.
Right.
You know, and thinking back, I guess the main thing is to just stay true to you, to yourself, and stay and have a goal for yourself, you know what I mean? Or you're gonna have setbacks if there's no goal,
Yeah.
right? So have a goal. There will be setback, and you can get stronger from these setbacks. You know what I mean? I am no Bill Gates or any famous sports entertainment person or any scholar, But there has been some success in my life, you
For
know.
sure, a lot.
So I think there, I think I'm capable enough to sit in this chair and say, well, I can teach you one or two about success or you know, overcoming your setbacks.
Well, and I think that could even be a whole another conversation for
Mhm.
another day of
Yeah, yeah.
what success looks like and how you can measure success. Because
Hmm.
if you were to compare yourself to Bill Gates, then I think it's incomparable because that's completely
I
different.
mean, no, no, yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is I think like there's so many different ways that you can value success and
Hmm.
measure success. And I think it's important that you brought that up because you have to be able to see where you are in your life. It might not be where you want to end up,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that doesn't mean you're not in a great place
I mean, it's like
currently.
it's with resilience, right? It's important to feel that disappointment of, oh, I am disappointed. This did not work out. It did not turn out as I expected. But then to also think about, okay, but what next? Even thinking about even thinking about the journey coming here to Canada, it was a lot. Like it, I mean, I remember now I'm excited now, looking forward for Christmas seasons and all the seasons, but I wasn't always excited about seasons, you know. My excitement would be, why am I still in Jamaica? Why have I not left Jamaica yet? Why am I not starting my life? Why am I
Yeah,
holding myself back?
you kept seeing the future.
So yeah, so it's thinking about that next step. Also, not just to dwell in that setback and that disappointment, but also feel it enough to actually recognize that, okay, what can I do next?
Well, and I think that's important. I think it's also a balance too, because I've also seen where sometimes people are only focusing on the next steps
Mm-hmm.
and not going back to the success, like not looking at their current successes as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're only focusing on what is the next steps, it can impact your mental health because
Mm-hmm.
you could be not not happy or settled with where you're at now, but and it's okay to not be settled completely because you want to still not be too comfortable because
Yeah,
you want to push yourself to still make it to the next step, but you still need to recognize where you have made yourself to be where you are today.
absolutely. I mean, one of the best ways to, I guess, recognize resilience is focusing on what you got control over. Not just dwelling on stuff that you can't control.
Yeah.
I think I wrote something here for resilience. Of what I think resilience is. So I went like, one of the best ways to build resilience is by focusing on what you can control. When I focus on small, actionable steps, it feels like I'm regaining control.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I remember every time I'll get denied a visa, for instance, spending a couple $100 at a time to get a visa to travel. And there was a setback each time because now I have to think about, how am I going to get this money again? And then apply for another visa
Yeah.
because I'm just trying to leave. That was my biggest goal. It didn't matter how much money I was making. It didn't matter how much support I had around me. I just wanted to be done.
I No, I completely agree, and that's where I think having grace and having self-compassion for
Hmm.
yourself is so important
Hmm.
because you need to also understand that everyone experiences
Yep.
setbacks and it will just look different for everyone
Hmm.
because not everyone lives the same life,
Yeah. Yeah.
but everyone experiences setbacks, so we need to understand that we are going to have setbacks. That's never going to stop. There's always going to be a setback, so we need to understand, take the time to sit back. Okay, where am I at right now?
Hmm.
How can I try and to work to overcome this,
Hmm.
and use it as a learning experience for yourself, for your guidance for yourself in the future. I mean, that's how you
I
become
like that.
wise.
Have grace. You know.
Exactly.
I like
Yeah.
that. Have grace. Um, Surrounding yourself with positive influences, as we spoke about. There
Hmm.
are people there to support us. We just have to realize that there are negative people as well who's trying to act like they're here to support you and they're really not.
Yep.
So surround yourself with positive influences.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or having a support system that can make a difference. We've
Yep.
always had some friend at some stages of our life, I hope. And if you don't, reach out to us, comment, and let's start this community and let's continue with this journey of regaining control over our setbacks. We want to help you. Why
Yep.
not? We want to help you. We love you. Continue to support us as well. And I hope that there's something that we're offering that is actually helping you. So surround yourself around positive influences.
Yep.
And there's something that somewhat of a cliche kind of saying. It's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality. It's not as cliche as it sounds, I guess, but at the same time, it's true.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's about the quantity as well as the quality sometimes. Sometimes you just want to have somebody around, you not to be lonely by yourself, You want to have someone there. So I guess that's where the quantity will come in.
No, I agree. And you want to surround yourself around people where you can have these conversations and say, hey, this is going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes having that outside perspective,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they have the best intentions for you, they'll give you some good advice, and you can think of a different perspective you didn't see before.
Yeah.
And I think that also kind of leads into another thing I think is so important when it comes to setbacks is you want to continue having a mindset of growth.
Yeah.
And you take each of that as a learning experience for yourself to learn more about yourself and how to move forward in the future, and also about others around you, about different situations.
Mm-hmm.
You just take it all for growth and for learning as an opportunity for yourself.
Totally agree. By the way, you're looking stunning today. Let me just point that out. I just got lost in your eyes like maybe 3 seconds or so just now, but
okay.
I promise you, I'm hearing everything that you're saying. I'm going over the video and I'm going to be editing it either way. So I'm feeling it. I'm reciprocating this love.
Okay.
So love you, babe. But yeah, it's true though. Like we need that support, that quality support around us.
Yep.
It could be one person, your mind support system as well. So I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you. Appreciate every aspect of this journey. I think we have an audience engagement thing that we put here as well.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you, what are your personal setbacks? What are some feedback that you have for us? We want to hear your thoughts on all of this. Do you agree with what we're saying, or do you have another tip that you think would be helpful for someone else?
Comment. Please just share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
we want to
tell them. I don't think they know. Tell them.
Well, subscribe. We want to create that community. We want to hear from you. We want to create a community of like-minded people so that we can learn from you guys too, not just.
We want to create a lot of episodes for you guys, personal development, life changes, on growth kind of episode.
Yep.
So comment, subscribe. Don't forget, it takes. Just click that button right there. Do it now. Subscribe. Click that bell for when the next video comes out. You're not late. You'll be the first one. So we try to get one out every week. We stay as consistent as we possibly can. There's gonna be Instagram channels and so on coming out soon. But for now, let's keep it here. Let's build this community right here and let's grow on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So subscribe now. Don't forget. Don't leave. Don't drink that sip of water or that beer. Just subscribe now. Right now. Tell them CC. I don't think they're hearing enough.
Do it same time, But at the end of the day, just to bring it back to the episode, we want to thank you for watching this.
Yeah, and every time.
Just remember to have patience with yourself and use every experience you have as guidance for yourself. And I think that's so important.
Just thinking back about all those setbacks, it just brings memory, and it's truly is an amazing feeling to actually feel as if you have actually overcome those setbacks. Things that you didn't really realize are just setbacks and obstacles that are along the way. Because when you're in it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just a setback. It's gonna brush over soon. It's gonna, we'll pass this in a couple of weeks or months. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's gonna be there. You're like, why me? You know what I mean? So, yeah, and thank you for all the persons over the years that have been supporting me through my journey. Thank you to all my family. Thank you to all my friends, and thank you to every supporting system that's been there. whether near or far. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for joining us with this another short, spicy kind of episode of Therapy Time Is Now. And we truly appreciate all of you guys.
We do.
You know what I mean? So thank you for tuning in to Therapy Time Is Now. And catch us another time.
Yeah.
On Therapy Now, where it starts here. It doesn't have to end here, but it starts here. Let's have a conversation.
Exactly.
So subscribe now, comment down below what are some of your setbacks that you face and how you have overcome them. And if you haven't overcome them yet, share it with us. Maybe there's someone out there that's going through something that you are going through right now.
Yeah, let's
Believe it or not,
let's start the conversation.
there's a lot of people out there going through the same thing that you might be going through right now. Believe it or not.
Exactly.
So the conversation starts here. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's support each other. Let's be positive. Let's stay positive. And if you're watching this at night, I hope this helped you to sleep better tonight. And if you're going to work now, just waking up in the morning, I hope this brightens your day even brighter.
Start fresh.
So start fresh, have a positive mind, and catch you guys soon. Love ya. Love you.
Thanks for tuning in to Therapy Time Is Now, where the journey doesn't stop here. Keep growing, keep pushing, and we'll catch you next time.